Welcome to my humble abode. I'm Yorkie the Tail Spinner, and this is Tales Over Coffee, a morning narrative show where we start the day with a coffee together and a narrative game, hoping to welcome a blessed day for all. This is Black Book, the story of a once innocent girl who turns to witchcraft to try and save her beloved from
The
damnation.
spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind and other devilry. It is what they call a bad place.
Steeped in Slavic myth and Christianity. An interesting little tale.
It's obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted through, making more windows. You approach and try to open the door. It's closed. The lock is as old as the mill. One good strike with something heavy, and it will break.
Let's look around though first.
It's hard to see anything in the dark gloom of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes getting used to the darkness. The black book may be aiding you. Amidst the thick grass, you spot an old axe, its blade covered with rust.
Not much, but it's there. And adds a life. Or health. Whatever you want to call it.
It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb inside using a log. There is a small hole in the wall.
Let's inspect.
The old windmill is creaking from the cold wind. It is not so often that you see this kind of mill in Cherden Uyezd.
Let's have a look at the encyclopedia. In Perm, windmills are rarer sights than watermills. This is because it's harder to catch the wind than it is to harness the power of running water. Often windmills were built with a moving roof. It was operated with a special lever. The wind could be caught just so the wind blades could begin moving with optimal efficiency. The most effective kind of wind was not the strongest wind, but moderate wind. Before the revolution, blades were fitted with special fabric. They were later fitted with plywood. Right, let's climb inside.
You try to clamber up, but your misstep leads to a painful fall.
Then let's look around. Ah, we're inside.
Some kind of will has been placed here by the miller. The grindstones are still, but the blades of the mill are turning. This chest is for various tools used at the mill. Nothing interesting.
Very well. Locker.
You study the cabinet. Among various grinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you.
Indeed. A tall earthen vessel used to hold milk or other dairy products. I think we'll take that as extra
To
payment.
take the money. The miller will hardly miss it.
Another Adam said useful. We don't need to go downstairs.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Chirkin.
Get outside. Oh, would you look at that? Chalks all over the place, and a big one. Who seems interested in us now?
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden. Why are you here, then?
To deal with you.
Well, what do you want with the windmill then?
Haven't you figured it out? Perhaps I was wrong.
He didn't make a
about
sacrifice.
you. I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect, one endowed with knowledge that others do not possess. I guess not.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place. You were summoned by a sacrifice. You've been here since your creation.
Well, you are knowledgeable indeed. Not to mention, I'm bound to this pitiful miller, but I desire a powerful master. Take me as your servant. My sacrifice will attract someone more agreeable, and you will have both your reward from the miller and the reward of my presence.
Not sure how much of a reward that is, but we'll do it.
Well, so be it. I could use a chort like you, if not just for the conversation.
Wait, perhaps you are not as strong as you seem. There is yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother.
So we pit against one another. You're going to do 5 damage. No, you're not. My health is down at the moment. So let's do well versed. And let's do a Razzie. And you're coming in with 10 this time, are you? Let's do Scorch It. We are a little injured, so... And you're coming in with 10 again. Well, let's choose an Adam's head. We don't have much in the way of blocking right now. That. More of Scorch It. That should be fine.
So arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Yes, my book will help.
This can't be.
And already we get close to recovery. You're going to give yourself 13 defense. I get through that this time. And you're not going to hurt me this time. Razzie. Razzie. There we go.
The book. It is a legendary artifact. I never gave up before, and I'm not going to now.
That's fine. No point in attacking you. Hail, Abdullah. Actually. Just defend for now. And you're coming in for 10 damage. Cannot use this page. Good. No. Abdullah. Old father. There we are. You're down to 5, are you, my friend? Well, let's have some healing. 2 damage there and waste. You should have simply surrendered to your fate, my friend. Bushka Mandela. Increase the number of orders in the book in the next round by 1. I can see that being useful. All 3 to all enemies, or... Let's do that. You are now at the skill section menu. Here you can unlock new magical abilities. You can visit this section through the menu at any time. With each level you increase your health and gain knowledge points, which are necessary to unlock new abilities. As you increase your level, more and more demons will join your swarm. Some abilities unlock automatically the moment of obtaining a certain level. We're currently just level 2. That could be useful, knowing what to do with them. You can send one short on a meaningless job. Shorts bring 5 gold more on job completion. Ooh. Draw an additional order page each turn. Draw additional key page each turn. Page creation cost reduced. Number of active slots or items increased. Shop prices reduced. Number of items that can be used per turn increased. Visiting peasants bring 10 more in gift. That could be useful too. Numbers in book, but that's level 5. 3. Could do that one. Colden's trick allows to change one card with a trump on card. I think I want to control my shorts more. Let's start by seeing what they can do. I take more than one thing? No. I need more skill points. Gained at the next level. Good.
You take the demon into your personal service. He will ask for work, like any other chort. The mill is now without a spirit, but this is none of your concern.
Time to return home to Old Igor. Chapter 1, How to Kidnap from a Banyan.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
So, you took up a new chort. Hope it doesn't backfire. Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one is the aspen one. We'll have to think what to do next.
Seal of Ass.
The first seal was opened by touch, and that was all. How do I open the second?
Well, not by simply touching the asp, that's for sure. I think we need evil spirits. So we'll find the aspen demons.
Where do you think we can find them, Grandfather?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think on it. Go deal with the things you can at the moment, and let me think.
On the seals.
Can't we open the others right away?
I doubt that, but who knows? Look around a bit and maybe you'll fortune upon the right chort.
Let's get to
I
work.
see. Time to get to work then. The chorts are back.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect? You knew what you signed up for. Everything has a price, especially wishes.
Indeed.
If you don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
And if I don't want to curse anyone?
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you alone.
I've seen them before in your Pester. Not often, though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your Pester. In the end, you decide what you do with those chorts of yours.
A major administrative subdivision of the Russian Empire.
God help us.
Right. What does Old Igor
The
have to
moment
say
I
still?
became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyezd in a completely different light. There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed? Your own chorts are also a giant pain.
How did you come to be a Khaldun, Grandpa?
Well, told you the other day about the demon stealing Timofey.
Yes.
That's the reason for it. Fighting the pointy-tailed. I heard once that shepherds are no worse. So I became a shepherd boy. Helped Prokopy, the holy fool. I shouldn't mention him at night.
What was he, a demon?
Knew his way around the forest, that one, and how to find lost cattle. So I studied under him. Anyway, it's a long story. I'll tell you later how I received my knowledge. It's not like I got it from him anyway. Had to bust my butt. In any case, see how I managed to teach you. Appreciate that.
Oh, I do. Prokopy?
I do, Grandpa. What kind of man was he, that Prokopy?
Not a kind man at all, but of great knowledge. Cursed a lot of people. Practically earned a living that way. Nearly cursed me once.
Are shepherds really knowers?
What makes you think they aren't? Why don't you try finding all the cattle in the forest without a demon's help? One has to know how to ask the old man of the forest, and in case a demon steals a cow or something, you have to be able to get it back. You'll have to learn. What did you think? Shepherds lie on their backs all day? You wish.
Your own shorts.
How did you manage your own chores?
Nothing to it, really. Just give them something to do. The only thing is, they can't manage every task well. Their job is to wreak havoc. They don't like any other sort.
What did we just learn? I made some shots by mistake. Once we asked the Khaldun shows his imps. He was nice and drunk. It was around Meslanista time. He waved at us. I'll show you, but don't be frightened. Each had on blue pants and red shirts. They stood in line like little men. About 70 centimeters tall, they didn't walk, but hopped about. And when the Khaldun gave an order, the wind started to howl. I'll send them to the forest to count the needles on the pines, and when they're needed, I'll call out, and the wind will blow them back to me. He sighed bitterly. The imps ask incessantly for work. What work? It's absurd. I once took them to mow. Come the next morning, the grass was waist high again. Their true calling is to cast curses on people. The more you curse, the more imps you get. It's torture. Demons at the mill. Not long ago, there was a rich man who lived in the village. At a water mill. One day, he fell ill and found himself at death's door. He told his worker, "Gather 3 horses and take me to the mill, for I will die today." The assistant did as he was told. As he was riding home, he thought to himself, how did my master know that he would die today? He called his horse to a stop and rode back to the mill. When he arrived, he peered quietly through the window. What did he see but his master just sitting there, crying bitterly? Just then a trapdoor in the cellar opened, and several devils emerged. They tore the master's skin open and ate his flesh. Then one of the devils possessed the miller by crawling into his skin that was left over. Oh my. After initiation, a Khaldun receives not only knowledge and power of a sorcerer, he also receives his familiars, imps known as Bez or Chort. To the uninitiated, these demons appear in many different forms, as stained glass, bugs, or other insects. They can also appear as little human-like creatures, with a body of a man, the head of a mouse, arms of a frog. Familiars can be werewolves, cursed men, heretics, the unholy dead, or Kikimoras. In the forest, Khaldun can be aided by werewolves and wedding guests that have been transformed into bears. Werewolves can be distinguished from regular wolves by their eyes, which burn red. A Khaldun's imp familiars must always be occupied by work, or else they will cast curses on people or animals. This is why the Khaldun, to keep them busy, sent familiars to make ropes out of sand, or count the leaves of the trees, or empty the sea with a teaspoon. Demons at the windmill.
Demons are the one turning the grindstones at the mill.
Well, the miller won't turn them, that's for sure.
Can't the wind spin them? Do you have to use demons everywhere? It's dangerous, and a sin to boot.
Well, what did you expect? It will soon be the 20th century. The demons might make it easier. If they can start making flour, who knows? Maybe we can teach them to reap, too. You've heard of steam engines? Huh? I think there's a steam chart inside, like the one you can find in a samovar.
Talk about it later. Now, red corner, nothing there. The black book. It might be good to buy something, I guess. One of them. One of them. One of them. And one of them. That will do. Alright.
There's a great number of books in this collection. Illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace. Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the domovoi came to be. Galbets and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
Well, let's talk to the visitors.
Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fedorovna, it's me again. Came to give my thanks. The spirits have stopped haunting us.
Good.
Here's what I promised.
By the looks of it, the miller inherited his mortar. It's far too old of a thing not to be enchanted. Herbs and daggerballs restore +1.
The spirits, however, took the money I saved for my grandson's books. Well, it is what it is.
Oh dear, what a shame. Actually, let's deal with these. And this is the curse it brings to me if I don't send it, I guess. So the 13th brother likes fire. Weather, animals, hunger, strife. Oops. Weather, animals. Bounty. What are the other ones? Hunger. Oh, hunger. There, that matches. Kowalski, spoil the rye, Matvey. And Oprichnik during the reign of Ivan the Terrible. Matvey is now a fiend. Send him. And you, my friend, are into animal thing. Go strife between the Suzedko and the animals. Or I lose 4 life. And you are right. There we are. Attract a married man to his wife's friend. Well, a little fun. Lost his eye in a bet with a sinful lot who accepted bribes. Now hates people even more. The send there that I'm clicking on is what I missed out on last time. I don't think there is a calamity one. Or fire, rather. Very well, since there isn't a fire one, let's send you there, shall we? Then torrential rains, the exact opposite of fire. And that's the charts dispatched. Next visitor.
Vasa, hi! She swelled up, just like you said. You were nowhere for sure. Here, a gift from our household. Well,
Good.
see you.
Farewell.
Be well and live long.
That's
My
a fun.
godmother sends a jug of milk and sends her regards.
Koya, is that you?
Hello, old Igor.
So, you're back.
Yeah, it's been...
You sure have grown tall. How tall are you, exactly? 12 vershoks?
An archaic Russian unit of length equal to approximately 4.4 centimeters. The saying that a man is 12 vershoks high means that his height is 2 arshins and 12 vershoks, which is about 2 meters.
Well, what brings you here?
I heard about your man, Vasilisa. It's hard to lose loved ones. I know. However, I'm here for another reason. I need your help.
Of course you do.
Yesterday evening, at a get-together, I made a bet with the lads. They dared me to enter Banya at night. I don't believe all this supernatural stuff you see. When you go to war, you see things you know. I entered this old Banya, the abandoned one, by the river.
Bathhouse with a stove.
It was around midnight. I opened the door and saw a sort of blue light.
Yes, nothing bad could come of this, could it?
And it was quiet. I reached into the stove. You know, to take a stone. They wouldn't call me chicken if I showed them proof later. Suddenly, a hairy paw grabbed my left hand. Here, look, left a mark.
Banniks. A Bannik was the master of the Banya, in which he resided. He could help or protect a man, but also scare or even kill him. It was important to perform rituals correctly, and be careful not to violate any taboos. In the various villages of Chedin Uyezd, it was forbidden to use the Banya during the first or third heating, or when drunk. A man could suffocate or burn himself to death. Events that were considered to be the punishment of the Bannik. A man could also fall into the hearth, constructed of rough-hewn stones, laid to construct a brick. Sometimes Banyas caught fire, so people built them far from the Izba, or even on a riverbank. Peasants often gave birth to children in Banyas, but there was always a risk of a devil replacing their baby with an aspen log or a broom.
That devil didn't let me go. All of a sudden, some female voice said, "Marry me." The hand was hot as fire, and then I just lost it, and it kept on asking. And she still held on to me, wouldn't let go, so I told her I would. Then she let me go. I ran as fast as I could. Damn this demonic power. You're a knower. Help me, would you?
Nikolai visited the Banya at midnight, and something grabbed him. What might that be? In the Banya, you say? Well, that's a Bannik, all right.
Lord Almighty.
What did she look like?
So its hand was hairy. What else did you notice?
I couldn't see anything. It was completely dark. The hand was black and hairy.
The stone from the
What did you do
stove?
with the stone?
Well, I took it with me. To prove to them I wasn't yellow. Didn't tell about the demon, though. Dropped it off at home later. I told my godmother, and she sent me here right away.
Ah, wise woman, your godmother.
I'll help
All
you.
right, I won't leave you to the wolves.
Vasilisa, take a closer look at the demon. This Bannik may have an aspen seal on her.
Indeed.
Go to the old Banya tonight, both of you. Talk to the demon and find out why she wants to marry you. You, Kolya, use this balm on your left eye to see the demons. Don't forget the stone, Kolya.
I'll wait for you outside.
We have one more visitor.
Hey, Vasya, they say you're a knower now.
Indeed.
This may be of interest to you then. The other day we were gathering berries by Kajil Lake. By the way, I have brought you some.
Thank you.
It's near Zapolsk. Anyway, we came across this clearing with holes everywhere. The horror! So I thought you might want to go there. Who knows? Perhaps there are evil spirits.
Indeed. Right, it's time to set off. The forest via Izba.
You notice a black silhouette on the road. It appears to be shrouded in fog, and is hard to distinguish in the soft lighting of the night. The air is filled with a strange song performed by the demon. You've never heard this melody before. A chill runs down your spine as you listen to the alien melody.
Let him finish the song.
The devil continues his song. You listen, holding your breath and not moving. Soon, the melody stops, crashes against the tops of the fir trees, and dissolves in moonlit silence. You feel that perhaps now you understand demonkind somewhat better.
Learning is important.
Suddenly, a magic circle
dangerous.
shimmers at the demon's feet. A moment later, another devil appears by his side. His burning eyes are staring right at you.
He's going to summon another evil spirit. He's doing 2 damage. I can block the 2 damage easily. Use that. Use that on that demon. And use that. Not going to remove that status, that's fine. And 9 damage coming in. 3 blocks there. There's the man. That would only block 6 damage out of the 9. That's fine, we can heal. Waste. That. Using Adam's head. And you're coming in with 11. Heal. Block 2. I can do 2 damage or I can heal. I probably shouldn't have healed again. Expected. Orderly. Orderly. Kuda. A relatively tough fight at the moment. Ten, 12 damage coming in. Well, we need Orderly. We have no negative status. I think it's time to take that. Let's use another Adam's head. I don't like using so many, but it is what it is. Eight, 12, 14 damage. And they're gaining damage every time. Very dangerous. Razi. Definitely odd lie. Now, that will block his. If I can Urazi you, so close. Scotch, it will take you down. Scotch, it will take you down some. And some healing. 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 It's going to just remove the things there. So, that. There we go. Continue. And there, just outside, is where we will end today's episode. You've been a fine audience. I've been Yorkie the Tailspinner, and this has been the tale of Vasilisa and her black book. Fare thee well.